the MT32pi. We have a Raspberry Pi 3, Model B. We've got a USB cable, A to A. And we've got MiSTer Pi, the M32pi with the SD card. So let's put that on that and put the SD card in there and hook it up to a MiSTer. And we'll have MIDI audio. Okay, so the Pi has the MiSTer Pi has been installed on the I/O pins. The SD card has been installed. So quite curious what will happen if we hook up the MiSTer and we hook it up on that and on the blue port on the MiSTer, and power also comes through that. Okay, so we've hooked it up like so. This is the Raspberry Pi. I'm sitting it on a Lego for insulation because this is actually a metal surface. So let's turn on the power supply of the MiSTer, and yeah, it does power on. Now let's get rid of some books and some stuff I should have gotten rid of before actually starting to film. I've turned on my speakers and let's check out. Oh wait, and I have to also have to plug around my little receiver. I'll get back. Boots up really quickly. Okay, so now we need a MIDI supporting core, and perhaps the PC core is the best one to try. So PCSX, it's booting into Windows 95, and if you configured it correctly, there you see the M32pi, it pops up, and yes, using it, show info, yes. Synth is month, monochrome, sound font, and we could do sound font first. Back. You can press the ROM key, and it says already selected. And synth unavailable, already selected. So there's a couple of synths. Okay, let's start the MIDI player. Multimedia, media player, open MIDI file, and yes, it works, and it actually displays. Isn't that cool? So there's one data wire going into the MiSTer, and there's sound wires coming back. Let's try another one. Ballad. And then press play. So this is the general MIDI. So that little display on the MiSTer Pi, it actually shows a similar display than the big MT32 would have. In Windows, the settings actually are oh bloody hell, why is autofocus not working? Yeah, like so. Für Elise. That port, special double USB-A, single connection, that's on a Raspberry Pi 3 or 4, and it just works. This is the Canyon bit. That's one of the default windows. Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. De la lune, clair de la lune. Focus you. Sounds good, doesn't it? Entertainer. actually a peel tab. I wondered what this actually was, but yeah. So let me see another MIDI file. This actually works pretty great. Oh. All right, an illegal operation. Yeah, that's Windows on this. Let me see, accessories, multimedia, media player. So the entertainer, MIDI. Hide and seek, you know, of the Mountain King. Very nice display. Jazz. It's also one of the default. Okay, and what happens if we run a game, say like Hexen or something like that? I'm not sure if I configured it for... Yes, I have, for general MIDI. Oh, that's kind of loud. Yeah, this is a tough game. 486, so you know, it's Pentium would work better, but let me see. Of course, there's a lot of classics like the Sierra adventure games, which I have not on this image, but let me see if I have some other games that we can. I believe Civilization also had general MIDI. Let me see if I can run the setup, or it might default to it. Then it might actually just allow you to select it. Let's see. Graphics mode is a VGA and a 5 Roland MT32 MIDI board, mouse and keyboard. Let's see. Yeah, this also does the. Let's watch the intro. It's fairly easy to change the sound font by pressing that key, but this is general MIDI. This basically is what a default MT32 would sound like, I guess. Earth. Oh, I played this so much. Now with the Sound Blaster card, this just sounds completely different. We would have Gravis ultrasound cards that sort of did something like this, but not really. Emperor. 7 civilization, why not? And what we'll pick? We'll pick the Greek. I'm Alexander. And then you just, you know, navigate and what have you. Great stuff. Let me see what else will also support Doom, of course. We have to run the setup. Let me see, where's the setup? Ah, there. And the sound needs to be changed. The music sound card is General Midi. Port 330. And then save parameters and run Doom. Even. Oh, there. Oh, wow. It's the recorder or something like that. Very ominous. Okay, so let's check out Doom 2. It's a different soundtrack. Oh. It might not want to run under what is it? Windows. Duke 3D setup. Sound setup. Ah, it's already configured for General Midi. Sound test music card. Yeah. And for a little change, let's see, change music card. We can change it to the Sound Blaster and just test it. There's something weird. It's not doing the complete. Yeah. And then I just, let me see what else. Heretic, yes, Heretic. General Midi, okay. Oh gosh. What's a joystick? We'll press that button. Upper left, lower right. Just with one hand. And I think the whole damn thing hanged. Let's do it again. Yeah, and I'll just exit Windows and then, yeah, scan. So yeah, this basically is what you get when you tinker with older systems. It's a lot less easy than just what it is today. But that's the fun. That's the fun of it, actually. I'll let these complete, because if you don't, it'll just keep on doing that, and you may actually have faults that have developed. Windows 95, 98, a lot of files were open at the same time, a lot of multiple I/O going on at the same time. That actually worked on a FAT32 or a FAT16 drive is actually just beyond. So yeah, defragging. We'll just exit the we'll go to DOS. And then it basically goes into MS-DOS. Now I hope North Commander's there. Yes. D. Yes. And then we go to Enter. Heretic. I don't. Yeah, this version of Heretic actually would not work. That's right. Are there any other? Yeah, this doesn't. The shame that this oh yeah, the UART has to be set to MIDI. It's a shame that this core actually does not provide configurations. Okay, so with this, let's give him, these are MT32. These are pre-configured, so what's a good name, a good thing? Cannon fodder, and then just reset and apply HD. Now you could actually use MRAs to actually boot into specific games from the menu, and it works. This is just such a crazy game. Now you really have to be careful. I often do this in order to just not have any in order to avoid any corruption. So let me see, Dave the Tentacle or something like that. Oh yeah. Now there's this hanging note thing. It'll resolve itself. Yeah, the sound effects are way. Now this may actually benefit from a different sound font actually, but.
I'm thirsty.
I'm thirsty. Wow, this is horrible, isn't it? Yeah, that's actually what you get on the real system as well. Let me see what else. Space Quest, for example. Space Quest 1. With the MT32. Yeah, that still goes on. Let's power cycle it. It actually comes on pretty quickly, boots within seconds. There's another core that support, there are different cores that support general MIDI. You know, I'm really not sure which cores. I believe some of the computer cores actually. So let me see. I think the Amiga also supported general MIDI, but I have yet to configure that. It is possible to use the MT32. And this is the Amiga OS that comes with one of these FPGA systems. There is let me see if there are MIDI files or music files. Music. Sometimes it says that there's MIDI files or something like that, but there's mods. Yeah, I've yet to check this out a bit more, but I don't think I have easy access to system. This is a MIDI player, Amiga amp. It easily plays all sorts of files. Oh, oh gosh, it's been a while. I wanted to access the file menu, but I guess that's this one, and then add. And let's see if it actually has some MIDI files. These are MP3s. They won't work. They have all sorts of yeah, drives that are meant for a specific application. Just go for programs, music. Yeah, there's no MIDI files on here, so it does support it. There are certain games that do support it, but you have to configure it in just a very similar way to what happens with DOS actually. What else would support MT32? This might, but it's not working right. The X68000. The X68000 might also do it. Yeah. Let's see if 24.5. I think this is the latest one. And let's see if it has an option for MT. Oh yeah, there. Yes, show info. Yes. Back. HDF. Interesting. So one or enter human switch command X. Sure. Not sure if this actually will provide any MIDI sound playback. We could check it out. There did appear something on the on that little screen, so it may have initialized MIDI drivers or something like that. This is slow as molasses. This version of Human 68X, 68K. Yeah, I'm impatient. So let's there are some music players that I SX Windows. No. Computer. So it defaults to some sort of multi-system ADF. I want the SX window. I pressed the not sure what is happening, but that menu system ain't working. So that file, that ADF is actually gonna be gone at some point, because, you know, very little tolerance for. Okay, so press F12 to change that around. OS 9. Ah, there. I've made my own collections actually. Let's see if I can actually have some MIDI arcade games play through the. Yeah, how was I supposed to go into the menu? Oh, bloody hell. No, switch. I want to have an exclamation mark. And then switch. That may actually invoke a menu or something like that. Yep. Oh, it might not. This is something that's actually a BIOS setup thing. Let's press escape. Escape, escape. I don't want to change any settings. Press reset. Yeah, my Japanese isn't. I'm not very well versed at Japanese, and now it's probably. So this basically is what happens in real time when you want to check out a core or a system. Of course, now with me having to operate the camera with one hand and checking out this, you may hear a bit of frustration in the voice, because actually this sort of super, how do you say that? That's probably. Mark's music. Yeah, there is a way to get into this Mark's games then. There's a way to get into the music system of these discs, but I forgot. I wrote it down somewhere, of course. It's somewhere in a folder which I don't have access to at the moment. Yeah, this is actually the one that you get into then. Games. Some of these actually support general MIDI. They offer a way to set it. So let's see. Start. Sometimes you get asked which sort of sound driver you want to use, but yeah, often it loads their own, and this is the FM synth. But it may actually detect the MT32. Some sort of error. Pac-Mania then. Pac-Man starts. It may not actually like to run from... Yeah, this also is just general FM sound. And of course Pac-Man will not have any music. Pac-Mania will, actually, but... Yeah, this is the FM sound synth. You know, I've yet to check it out further, so expect another video. Expect another video soon. I have no idea with which other systems might actually be working with general MIDI. This certainly won't. I always mistake this for one of these more advanced sharp systems. This is just so very basic. MSX might, Macintosh might. Yeah. FM Town might, but it's still very early days. Atari ST will probably have general MIDI as well. Probably it will, because actually this is the MIDI computer of, you know, where it all started with, I guess. So let's see if I can have a config. It's really weird, it didn't default loading that config. It's also weird that it just corrupts like this, but that's that core reset. Wonderful. Oh, it could actually be that image just wasn't available, and really have the hardest time why this isn't working. Now it is. Yeah. Okay, so that's the basic one. It does not have any hard drive, I guess. Yeah. then it just fails. Probably because the toss is just not correct. Let's do MU toss because I'm not sure. No. No general MIDI, of course. I don't think there's any general MIDI in this score, actually. Well, you know, I'll get back to you with another more, you know, less ad hoc. But I figured it would be nice to just show off the MT32. I've also got another one. It's this one. Basically, it functions the same, but then with the Raspberry Pi Zero, one of these very small ones. The thing is that you don't have the nice little display like you have on the other one, but this this basically plugs onto the side, and yeah, I use this with one of my other systems. So yeah.